What's up, man?
How are you?
Pretty good. Let me take these glasses off, yo. Everything going good?
Yeah, I can't see you though.
Okay. You can't see me, but I can see you.
Oh, that's all that counts right now.
Uh,
That's all that
so
matters.
we got Miss Tatiana on the line.
Hello, everybody.
What in the world is going on? What do we
Um,
what do we have today?
I don't know. You tell me. Just name something. I'll come up with a story. I got a
You
story
know,
for everything.
you know.
Well, I just got done watching the second episode of the TMZ um, P Diddy.
And
I don't know, man. It's just well, I'm on Cassie's side, of course, and
what?
every. What do you? What?
How?
Excuse me. You're making me choke here.
How?
What do you mean, how?
How? How are you on Cassie's
He
side?
beats her. He makes her do things. Now, wait, before you interrupt me. All the women that really love their man, they're going to do, I've been there, they're going to do what they want to make them happy. She was in love with him. Should she have been? No. But we all done stupid things. Now, mind you, it's how many years later? That's the question. That's a thing. Why didn't she come forth earlier?
Let me ask you this.
Okay, here we go. I can see it on your face already.
Is that what he is on trial for?
Here we go. He's on trial for conspiracy. No, conspiracy.
Not
No.
not not not
What's that called?
not battery,
I
not
know.
abuse. So
Why do they keep showing it 1,000 times a day?
because they're trying to show his character.
Well,
But
we know his character. Just all you got to see it is at once to know
everybody
he's
knows.
a wife
Every,
beater.
that's not what he's on trial for.
It doesn't matter. He is.
It absolutely does matter.
Well,
If
they
he
were
was
saying something about. All right,
go
he's
ahead.
he's on he's on he's on trial for. It's a federal thing. What is it?
Racketeering,
Extortion.
conspiracy, all of that.
Okay.
Not abuse, not domestic violence, not because he's a shitty person.
No, but beating her and she's scared is extortion because she's afraid he's going to kill her.
He didn't extort her. Did you? So you've been watching the trial. Did you not see or hear about this woman sending messages? She wanted to freak off. He told her he didn't think it was a good idea for her state right now, and she pushed the envelope on that.
I saw that part. Or how about the
Okay,
part when he raped her and then she went and hung out with him the rest of the night?
so was it rape?
Listen, yeah, it could be rape. If you're saying no and he still does it, that's
They're
rape.
doing.
No is
They're
no. I
doing.
don't care if you're married.
Wait. Shannon Sharp in the same thing. Some people like that. No means yes to some people, not normal people.
Yeah, I know what you're
So
talking about.
exactly. So now I'm not saying Diddy is innocent. I'm not saying any of that. Right? None of
I don't
that.
think that they should get into their private. If they like to do what they like to do, don't ridicule them.
She
That's their
she
lifestyle.
signed. She took the money. Now, if you want to go after him for domestic abuse or violence, give him the money back. What was it? $30 million. Give him the $30 million back.
Yeah,
Then
why? So I don't
She
understand
shouldn't.
why she
So
already
because
settled. Right. Why is she coming out now? That I don't know about.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. She is not on trial for a case with her. He is not on trial for a case with her. So she should not even be testifying about the domestic violence, the abuse, because they already settled that. They already settled that out of court, civil.
Do you see? It looks like that's what he's on trial for because that's all they're talking about. And
Correct.
even the questioning and the cross examining, it's all about
So,
hitting and punching and kick me when I'm down,
so,
and
so, so
it's the drugs
you know that very well could win him the case, right?
that could win him the case.
Of course.
What, like dismissal,
Yeah, because he's
acquittal?
not on trial for that. He's not on trial for that. Now, what I believe they're hoping for is for them to assassinate his character and point
Well,
him
I
as
think there
such a
she is.
bad monster that they convict him guilty, or he's convicted guilty because they hate him so much.
Well, they. What we were just. Oh God, here we go. Here we go.
Now, y'all forgive her. She has
You
ADHD.
have to all forgive me. I have ADHD. Um, what were you just saying?
It's talking about he could that case could be thrown out because that's not what he's on trial for.
Oh,
None
sex
of
trafficking. The sex trafficking. That's it's in my head again. They're saying that he sex trafficked her to make her sleep.
yeah, but yes, they said that. That is not what her messages are saying. That is not what she was willing to do. She went along with it.
She was afraid of him.
Ah, tomato, tomato. Afraid of you had.
You
Listen.
could see how violent he is. Of course, I'd be afraid of him
So
too.
okay, so no, she wasn't afraid. She obviously she wasn't afraid if she was going out on dates with other people. Obviously, she wasn't afraid of him if she was other people doing other people.
Right.
Obviously, she wasn't afraid of him.
Well,
When
she was
you're afraid
also
of somebody,
fucked up on
you're,
drugs.
you're
Did you
I
hear all the
don't
drugs
care.
that she was on?
Yes,
I'd be fucking having 10 guys on me too if I was all that high.
yeah, you would,
The
but you
love
wouldn't
drug.
dance.
It's the love
But
drug. It's the
damn sure
fuck
wouldn't
me
be
drug.
afraid. Yeah, yeah, they gotta play that on some other idiots. They can't play that on smart people. Smart people know when you're afraid to go fuck somebody else. You're afraid to go out and mingle with other people because if this guy finds out, you know the consequence. No, you did what you wanted to do, and then I think it was day two. They talked about her, the security guard, saying, "Well, why do you stay?" And she said, "He pays for my apartment. He pays for this. He pays for that. He pays for my life." Exactly.
The
So you're
gold
not afraid.
digging. Yeah.
You are afraid. You're afraid. You're afraid,
Afraid
motherfucker.
you're gonna
You're
lose all
afraid.
that.
Exactly. Now you got it. Bingo. You got it.
Yeah. Plus, she wanted her 10 albums. He never even did the contract. Like, he never, there's a lot of albums that she didn't make that he was supposed to make her, this big singer or whatever. Is she already? I don't even know. I don't know much about her. She's young. But
You know.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. If I
Shit.
if you
I
were
could have been at
afraid
one
of
of
me,
those freak offs one day. Oh my God. I think about that all the time. I was shocked. I was shocked when all this came out.
what did what what did
I
Diddy
was
say to you?
so shocked. I was like, my daughter keeps saying it. Ma, you could have been at one of those freakos. I said, I probably would have enjoyed it because those days I was partying. I was doing ecstasy every weekend back then. Shit, I
Yep.
tripped for some shit.
You would have enjoyed
He
it.
liked what he saw when he saw me. And
Yeah.
if I wasn't in so called in love or infatuated, I would have jumped right in his Rolls Royce because the top was down.
What did he say to you?
I tripped right in front of him as he was driving by. There was like four girls in the car with him, and I tripped, and he goes, "I saw that." I go, "I know you," and then he just smiled and just kept going.
Could have been the freak off queen.
Could have been a please.
You the porn queen.
I was
You
crazy
the
back
porn.
then.
You the porn queen. You could have been the freak off queen.
Oh my god, those were crazy days. Oh, those
Yeah.
would have been that would have been fun, but
That's
I couldn't
crazy.
even imagine now. Like, you know how you change as you get older. It's like
Well,
you
you kind of are still in that world.
no, I
Shit.
am yes, but I don't have freak
Yes. Yes.
offs.
Don't lie.
I don't have
Yes,
freak
you are.
offs. I don't have like
You can freak
threesomes and
off.
foursomes and orgies and shit. I don't do all that.
No, but you have freak offs.
I don't have freak offs. I freak off with
No, you do.
myself. I freak off with
Exactly.
myself. Oh
That's
yeah, I'm a yeah
that's still a freak off.
yeah absolutely. I
Yeah,
have a
that's a freak
I,
off.
and I have a damn good time alone.
So, hey, listen. By the way, before we get into anything else, tell everybody where they can follow you. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram. I am Prince.Smalls. You can find me on Facebook, Tatiana Piazza Trapani. You're gonna have to put this in the comments lower. um, you can find me on Twitter, Hot to Trot Tots. It's a tongue twister, but you just gotta Google my name and you'll find it all. I'm all over the internet. I'm everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm
I
on
never look. I never look. I never watch.
I don't even
No,
Google myself because I Googled myself once and I thought I was going to have a heart attack and I panicked. I deleted things. I deleted all the pictures off Twitter. Everything was public. I had a friend that was working for Google. I'm like, what do I do? Oh my God, my family's going to see this. And then I never ever Googled myself again. I said, fuck it. What
how,
I don't know, I
how
don't
long?
see.
How long ago was that?
About 5 years ago.
Oh, that was when you first started.
Yeah. And when I
That's good.
Googled
That's
myself, I
when you
swear I
first
had a heart
started the
attack.
solo freak off. That's when
Now,
you first started the solo freak
I've
off.
been doing solo freak offs my whole life, but just not on camera. I,
So,
I'm thinking my animals
so
know when we're on the phone. They're quiet for the last 4 hours, and now all of a sudden they're coming alive.
hello. It's time for them to wake up.
Yeah, you know that? It's
Listen,
crazy how they're
I want to say
nocturnal.
this before I let people get the wrong idea. I'm not upholding Diddy in his shit. I'm not upholding Diddy into anything that he's done. But I also want people to understand that people do go along with things when money is involved or when it is beneficial for them. And when it is no longer beneficial for them or it is no longer something that they wish to indulge in, they will flip the script and say some other stuff that is
Yeah, I mean, they were
is
together 10 years. She was in love with him. I don't know.
well, look at her character. Now, I told you about this before. Character, right? Well, you are with Ryan Leslie. You leave Ryan Leslie for Diddy. You with Diddy, you do these freak offs, you do everything. You and like I said, from not his messages, from her messages. They got her messages to him, and she was talking about she wanted to do it and she wanted to do it forever. And then she was with
I
Kid
didn't hear
Cudi.
that part.
Oh yeah, see, I could, boy, I studied. Yeah, but then she was with Kid Cudi, and then she was with somebody else, and then she got a husband.
And now she's
Like,
very pregnant.
you know,
Very, very pregnant.
Can
which
you
I
imagine?
know they're showing a cart, when they show the sketches, she's always crying. That can't be good. Can't be good for the baby. The stress on her. But why they focus so much on her when there's so much other things involved?
Because I'm gonna tell
150
you,
bottles of baby oil with GHB in it. What's wrong with that?
yeah.
Because you're drugging people. It gets into their skin. They don't even know it.
Why are you at Diddy's house?
That wait. He has a freak off room and he's got a regular party place.
No. And all the smart people, Denzel, Samuel Jackson, all those people leave when it's time for the freak out party to start. So listen, you,
You think they all
you can't
know?
you can't piss on me and tell me it's rain. You
Yeah.
can't piss on me and tell me it's rain.
What
You
I
know what you're going to do. Now, if this was something new, that's a different story. We're talking about a 30-year a 30-year-old rumor, a 30-year-old reputation.
well look at who I really feel bad for. First of all, I don't care. They're adults. They're consenting, like you said. You know what I mean? It's when you get to the minors and Justin Bieber. I think he really abused Justin Bieber. And
Did,
they
did he
got him
say did,
addicted to drugs.
did Justin Bieber say that?
Well, he said, I saw the interview of him saying he's going to speak out. You
Oh,
know,
but speak out on what?
what happened to him? Didn't you see
Could
that?
go, he could go in there and say, this guy was the best guy ever. He was a role model to me. He gave me $30 million. He could go speak out positively.
No, I think he's on Cassie's side.
Yes,
Didn't you?
but listen to me.
Oh, you think he could
You
turn around and do that?
no, he could. Anybody could.
Of
What
course.
I'm saying, what I'm saying is, until you have the evidence, you can't convict somebody or do them that way. That's against the rights. That's against your laws. That's morally wrong. It's supposed to be in America guilty until what?
Proven guilty. I mean, innocent until proven guilty.
I was just getting ready to say what?
I
You want? You went back to your old country?
know.
Is that how they do in your old country? Guilty until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty.
That would explain why they didn't give him a bond.
Did you watch the Nancy Grace and the four of them? Nancy Grace is brutal, man. She's
No,
always been brutal.
no, I was trying to get a media pass, but I didn't. I told you that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
He's looking
She had,
pretty bad, man. He can't dye his hair. He's all gray.
guess
I
what?
didn't
He
even
wants
realize he dyed his hair.
he wants to look like that.
Why? You think that's I'm depressed.
I'm old. I'm depressed. I'm too old to go to jail for the rest of my life.
How about when 50 Cents walked in? 50 Cent walked in.
Trolling.
They fucking died.
50
They
Cent
said
trolling.
they said Pete Diddy's face dropped, turned into a
So
ghost. Oh,
he
you don't like
trolling.
him? You don't like him?
I do.
What do
So
you mean
I tell you.
trolling? What do you mean trolling?
So you don't know what trolling means.
Well, I know there are trolls on the internet.
Exactly.
I got a
Trolling.
lot of trolls.
Same
Not
thing.
anymore, but I used to.
Same thing. 50 Cent
Okay.
is like the 50 Cent like the mess with Diddy.
He's got to put his 2 cents in.
Yeah. But it's 48 cents.
His
He's 50
48.
Cent. Real quick though. No, I rock with 50. 50 Cent gave us his hotel room uh, 1 year. Myself, my aunt, her girlfriend at the time, Courtney, and my cousin K Slim. He gave us his room for like a week. He stayed in the room for about
Really?
5 hours. Gave us his room. Young Buck, my aunt and her girlfriend was smoking with Young Buck on the balcony.
Nice.
So no, I rock with 50 Cent. I think he's hilarious.
Okay, did you see? Let's get into something else about Diddy. Did you see the Cat Williams to tell all?
Yeah,
Did you see that he offered him $50 million to give him his ass and he refused him?
that's what happens. You refuse when you don't want to do something.
Right. Well, that's
Yeah,
what you're
you
supposed to
refuse.
do. Right. No one can
You,
make me do anything I don't want to do.
with a gun to my head, I say no
Yeah,
if I
shoot
don't
me.
want to.
Shoot me. Right. I would do the same thing.
So
But
and
he
I'll tell
lost
you
all
another.
his work because of it. Like right? Cat Williams,
Ooh,
because they blackballed him for a long time.
you can't blackball Cat Williams.
He's funny as fuck. He's so
No, and
funny.
it's not even that. They tried. They tried just like they tried to do Dave Chappelle. It's like there's certain people that you can't blackball.
Yeah.
You try to blackball Kanye West, can't do it.
Now he's a freak. He's weird. There's
Why?
something going on in that mind of his. Well, I know he's bipolar, but
Why you think that?
just the way he talks. And then the other day, not too long ago, he put on this black, like KKK thing. I don't know. Just the way he talks to people.
He's
It's
trolling.
so disrespectful.
He's trolling.
Yeah. But why? He's got millions and millions and millions of dollars. Just be happy, go live your life and do your thing alone. I don't
So
get it.
so I'll tell you. I'll break this down because I'm a mind like that, and one of my best friends, Hustler Jones, is a mind like that. You can't control a real spirit. And I'm not saying sometimes he's not out of line. He is out of line sometimes. But the freedom that we're supposed to have in this country, he's flexing that power, right? It's supposed to be a free country. I can say what I want to say. Freedom of speech. I can, for the
Okay.
most part, do what I want to do as long as it's not hurting or affecting anybody else. Um,
How he makes
you
his
know,
wife walk around.
he doesn't make
Can you
her walk
imagine if
around.
I walked
She,
outside the way she
so,
does? I would be arrested.
so this is the
Why
thing.
is it okay for her?
Nobody, no, it. She's a white woman and she wants to do that.
Why is it okay for her to get away with that?
They arrested Erica Badu.
Who's that?
It's one of the most famous singers of our last 25 years.
Oh, really? Okay. I guess I'm not
Yeah,
with
they
it.
arrested. She did a video where she got naked and walked down the street, and they arrested her. Um,
Wow.
if 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 Beyonce was to do that, they would arrest her
Why didn't they arrest his wife, Kanye's wife?
because she's a white woman. And I'm not
Oh,
saying
are you
race
serious?
bad.
Are you going here, race? I didn't
No,
even
no, no.
catch on to that.
It's not a race card. They would not allow that from. They would not allow that from regular or black people. And that goes for white women too. They wouldn't allow that to be a regular white woman walking down the street like that.
No, no, definitely
I
not.
know. So that's why I said I'm not playing the race card. I'm talking
Yeah,
about regular people and especially black people. Black people gonna go to jail even
yeah,
quicker. Yeah, they're
yeah.
not offering the jacket. They might offer a white woman. Here's the jacket. No, and nobody made that woman walk around like that.
You don't think he made her walk like around like that?
You can't make somebody do something they don't want to do.
But you're not listening about how women, when they're in love with somebody, and look at the life she has and the money, if that's important to them, blah blah blah. They do things that they don't want to do because the man wants them to do it.
Yeah,
I've been there of doing something,
Yes,
and it had nothing to do with what I got because I had
they're
losers.
not forced to do it. They do it.
No,
They
absolutely
may
not.
not.
Right,
They may not want to do it,
right.
but they do it.
Yeah,
It's
not
still a
forced.
choice they make.
Hmm.
It's still a choice they make at the end of the day.
I got a story. You want to hear a story?
Yeah, tell it.
Okay, so my one of my ex-husbands wanted a threesome so bad, right? So
Mm.
bad. This is what's funny. So many guys want a threesome, and so many times when it happens, they can't even handle it
It's
because they
not
can't
good
handle
for.
that they're seeing their wife loving it. You know,
It's not. It's not. It's not good for married people to do that.
it is awful. So we we went to my girlfriend's house and we went to do it. I started fooling around with her, and he is crying. The 6'4" man crying in the back of the couch. Tatiana, don't do it, Tatiana. And I'm like, she's like right here on my face, and I'm like, my hands down on me, and I'm like, don't stop. She's like, Tatiana, he's crying. I said, don't you move. You stay right there. I'm about to come. Don't you dare. I don't care if he's crying. So for the rest of the 30 years after that, when I used to see them all the time, I mean, they would come because they have a house on the water. They come in a boat, and everybody would scream, Tatiana, don't do it. It's like a thing for years. But
So,
even my other husband, we did it. He couldn't handle it. He could not handle it. Then
married
why want
people.
it? Why do you want it? That's the first one that
That's
made. That was my first
because
time.
some things should stay in your head. Some things should stay.
Absolutely,
Some things should
absolutely.
remain a fantasy in your head.
It ruins relationships. That's what it does. It really
Definitely.
does. I believe keep your fantasies in your head.
I
And
mean,
you
you can tell me about them, but we're never acting
absolutely.
out.
Yeah, you could talk about it, you could pretend while you're in the heat of it, talk about bringing someone else in, envision it, but when you really do it, it fucks a lot of things up.
I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Sorry, I'm not
Now,
supposed to curse, right?
no, you can. You can say what I told you. This is my show. This is our show now. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. Yeah.
Okay. I thought we get
It's
in
not
trouble
good. For what?
for saying
From whom?
the F word from YouTube.
Have you heard YouTube?
Huh?
Have you watched YouTube?
Yeah, but a lot of people get in trouble. I guess the really famous people that are making them a lot of money, they get away with it. I don't know, but I heard that you can't. They ban you and shit. I have my channel since 2011. Oh yeah, also I have a YouTube channel. It's Queen Tots One. Queen Tots and the number one.
Are you even on there
Yeah,
currently?
yeah.
Because
Go look at my shorts.
no, I told you I don't want to see
I
that.
got one on there. I'm twerking
I don't want to see it.
on the
I told you
intracoastal.
I never looked at any of your stuff. I never. I
I
don't think I
appreciate that.
ever.
That's very nice of you. Like you know, because everybody's always looking at me at that other way, and I can't stand it. I'm like, I'm more than that. I'm more than, I do have a brain. Little ADHD is strong, but I have a brain that works.
Hey, listen. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good for. That's not good for married people.
No, absolutely not. No. When
I
I was
feel
with,
like
remember the young guy I told you I was with years ago?
yes.
I let him, a couple of my friends. It was so horrible for me because I really, really loved him. And it hurt me because he was so young that he didn't know that, he's got to. He's got to pay attention to me too. I was just forgotten, you know, and it bothered me to watch him, banging my girlfriends. But
You allowed it.
I allowed it. Yeah,
So
it
you,
only
what
happened
was his,
twice.
what was his name?
I don't want
First
to say
name only. First name only. Don't say last name.
William.
William, don't do it.
No,
William,
it
don't
was
do it.
he's called. It was Billy.
No,
Billy.
I'm making fun of
I
you.
know. I
Your
know.
ex-husband. You were saying, William, don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I walked out of the room at one time. I was like, have fun, because I'm not even here.
Nothing that you love, nothing that you say you love. And I don't know about women. Well, I do know about women. They don't want to share, and men don't either.
No,
So,
I like you and I
if,
discussed, leave it as a fantasy.
yeah, if you really love the person,
Correct.
truly,
I don't
like
feel
God,
like, why would, okay, so I'm going to tell you another story. There's this guy that's barking up my tree for years now, and he's probably going to see this, but there's just, he wants a hot wife. I never knew what a hot wife meant until like a couple years ago. So he just wants a hot wife and he wants me to be his hot wife. I don't want to be a hot wife. It might sound good. I don't want that.
you want
Why's
something
everything
that
got to be about exploiting me and or having your friend touch my ass? Or I've never been out with him even. I just always try to talk to him and I just get so turned off by every conversation is like I can't wait, and you're gonna like it when one of my friends are gonna grab your ass. Like it's just so. And he's like, "You treat me like one of your fans." I go, "You sound like one of my fans."
don't touch what's mine.
Don't what?
Don't touch what's mine.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know, man. It's so
You'll
weird.
find
I don't want to
out
be
how it goes.
fucking people while you watch.
Now that's cool to do with somebody that you just kicking it with, but for you to do that with your wife, your fiance, or your real girlfriend,
Yeah,
that's not a good
I don't
idea.
think it's love. If I don't
No,
see
it's
that you
not.
really love somebody.
No,
I
because
mean,
men are very territorial. Uh,
there are a lot of women
men,
that are territorial too.
well, they should be.
Yeah.
They
I'm
should
not
be.
jealous of one person. I've never been jealous of anybody, but when it comes to my man, I get jealous. That's crazy.
Like,
Like I don't care about who has what and I have nothing and just I'm so happy for people like truly genuine.
yeah, I know
Never
that.
been
I know that.
jealous of anybody. But man, when it comes to my man, holy shit. And I've been with my ex-husbands that used to love to make me jealous.
That's not good either.
Isn't that fucked up? Like, why would you want to do that? I have an echo.
Huh?
I have an echo.
Don't worry about
Okay. I hear
it.
my I hear myself twice.
I don't. I hear you once.
Oh, great. Okay.
But as I was gonna say, when you're a young man, that's exciting to see women be jealous of you, to make women crave you that way. When you become a certain age, it is not funny. It is not fun because you start to see the damage that you inflict on somebody by doing that.
Absolutely.
If you're not careful, it will backfire on you because women will go crazy.
Hmm. There
Men
are some
too.
crazy women out there.
Men too, but women go crazy in a different kind of way. They go through ugh, I've seen it. Let's just say that I've seen it. They blowing cars up and stabbing and
Oh,
shooting.
I know. They get crazy.
Look at that. What kind of dog is that?
He's half Chihuahua and half Jack Russell.
Huh,
He's 11 pounds,
huh, huh.
my baby. He's looking at you like, what is he doing?
Talking about you. Nah,
I
man.
left him home
Yeah,
today. He was home today for the first time by himself.
yeah. You got your new car.
I got my car. So after the pool, um, I took my mother and my sister, and she took us out to dinner. We went down to the beach in Deerfields. It was nice. It's nice and quiet now. Everybody went home. I don't like all that crowd shit anymore. I mean, it's
So I know if they can't see me on radio, but listen, this lady tricked me. She made me think this car was just a piece of crap. And then I saw the car. I'm like, what the fuck? This is a nice car.
it's beautiful. I love it.
Not Jesus Christ.
I love
With,
it.
with what 60,000 miles on it?
68. Just a little under 60. It's going to be 68 soon.
Yeah, brand new car. Tricking people. I can't
It's
listen to
20
you.
years old.
Yeah, but it's not been used.
It's old like me. Right, you're right. But it sat, so there was a lot of things wrong with it. I had to get fixed. But the
Yeah, but
mechanic
it
said,
looks good.
he's like, by the end of the year, you're gonna have this car is gonna be like new, and you'll have it forever.
Yes.
Because my
But God,
mother's Mercedes just died at 97,000 miles. It was 19 years old.
that's still too young for a car to be
She was
dying.
so excited for me because my mother's superficial.
You
Look at
told
that
me,
car. This nice car is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you.
you told me how she is. Beautiful lady, by the way.
She is. She is.
You're a beautiful lady, by the
She
way.
is.
But so you've been engulfed in this trial, and like I said, none of what I'm saying is upholding somebody in their wrongdoing. We all have to be held accountable, but it is not fair to judge somebody before the evidence is proven.
Yeah, I mean, Nancy Grace, excuse me, kept saying about the fight, the whole incident at the elevator. Like she keeps going back to that
They
and
all
not
gonna go
about
back
all
to
the
it
other
because
shit.
that's what they're leading with. Who listen? The trial is still early, so it's a lot more to come out.
Yeah, it's
It's
gonna
a
be
lot
another
more
three
to come
weeks.
out. Yeah, but one, it's a lot of trials going on right now. That's crazy. The guy, I think his name is Hinton. He killed the police officer that killed his son. You heard about that trial?
No,
Oh yeah, you gotta look at that. He went and killed the police officer. The
that
police
killed us.
officer killed his son. He ran the police officer over, from my understanding. And they all try to intimidate this guy. He doesn't care. He should. But this okay. I'm gonna tell you why I brought this up. Right, I brought this up because there is another case that's going on right now with the white lady who called the black kid a nigger.
Hmm.
You know about this case? Okay, 5-year-old kid. They're at the playground. The little kid was in.
Yes, I know about this case.
Okay,
She was disgusting.
she was disgusting.
She was disgusting.
Listen to what I'm gonna tell you, and I'm
I
gonna
want to
show you
slap her right in the face through the phone, man, through the TV.
too. But they allowed her. They allowed her. to have a GoFundMe.
For what? For court?
She raised over like $600,000, $700,000
For what?
for pain and suffering, for relocation.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I really
Wow.
did. But listen,
That was so horrible what she did to that boy. That was
I'm gonna
horrible.
say this to you, and I brought that up to show you another case because this the same guy I'm telling you about, the black guy who killed the cop. They went in. People started to go fund for this guy, and do you know they deactivated and said he was banned from getting a GoFundMe account. They
Wow.
took all the money back.
No.
Hmm. Yeah. Yes.
So this trial's going on now?
Yeah. You got to check it out.
I definitely got to watch
All
it.
of the police officers, they brought like 30 or 40 police officers there to spook the guy. He walked by him with his head up and grilled him. Like, yeah, I'm not afraid of you. Then they had him in an elevator with a bunch of I'm not a bunch of white cops, old country cops, um, by himself, and then they had this one black cop. He went in and he wouldn't leave because he didn't want them to do something to him. That's what they say. I don't know that to be their
Yeah,
mindset because I'm not in their mind, but it was very tense in that elevator.
I
Um,
could imagine.
and it's all of these cases going on. But the thing about these cases, they are treating these people as if they're guilty before the guilty verdict comes.
Yeah.
And that's not good for the country. And the reason I say for the country, because if they can do one person like that, they can do anybody like that.
Right.
And it doesn't matter about what color you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
they can do one person that way, they can do everybody like that. Well, and the truth is, they do a lot of people like that. Unfortunately, they don't have millions and billions of dollars for you to know about it.
Right, right.
Well,
So, what did they relocate this girl that called the kid that N word?
no, she's doing all of this on her own. But my whole point was they treated this guy as if he was totally wrong, and they took all of. So let me tell you what this means. I'm gonna say this. We have her on camera saying what she said, doing what she did. She doubled down on it. She said the two different people. I think a Spanish man and I think a white man. She said it again to both of them because they were defending the child. This guy said yes, he ran the police over. They killed his son. They gunned his son down. His son was running away, and they couldn't catch him, so they shot him.
That's horrible. I probably would have
Correct.
ran the cop over too if that was my kid.
Of course, it's your son.
Yeah.
It's your child. It's your
Right.
daughter. Whatever. It's your child, right? But now, not to say he's innocent for doing it, but he has to go through the process of
Right.
being convicted. Then you can have your opinions, you can have your assumptions, you can say this is what should happen to him, but for you to take action before the guilty verdict is wrong.
How about you want to hear this other case that's going on? Did you hear the case
Yeah,
about the woman that poured boiling water with sugar in it all over her husband while he was sleeping because she found out that he was molesting the children?
well, she
His
shouldn't be.
own child, his own blood.
She shouldn't
They
be.
put her away for a long, long time, which there's a lot of controversy on it. Where
She should not be away for a long, long time.
right, absolutely, I agree with you.
She's a white lady.
White lady.
She shouldn't be away for a long time. She shouldn't be.
But the whole sugar thing, he died because the burns were so bad. He died later
So
on in the
what?
hospital.
So
No, he
what?
should. He deserved it. Put your hands on your children, and no, nobody. That's the most thing that gets me the most crazy is child molesters.
Do it
Drives me
to
fucking nuts.
do it to a grown big man. Do it to me.
You see what's gonna happen?
Yeah. Do it to me. Do it to my brother. Do it to
Yeah,
the men in my family.
it's
It won't go
terrible.
the same way.
How do you feel about the Mendez brothers? They shouldn't have been in jail all those years.
No, they should not
Did you
have.
watch that movie? It was great.
Uh huh.
Very
Yes.
sad.
Very sad, but they shouldn't have been in.
He
Listen.
was sick.
Yes. Beyond comprehension.
Yeah.
Anybody that can do that to little kids,
Ugh,
don't get me wrong. It's bad when you do it to an adult too, but when you do it to defenseless, helpless kids,
children, I know.
is a whole nother level
Sick.
because they can't fight back, and the truth of the matter is, some of them don't even know it's wrong because they're
No, they don't
kids.
know any better. That's what their father's teaching them, or their mother. Mothers do it
That's
too.
normal.
Women do it too. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it was done
Oh,
to me.
and then it goes on. So not everybody breaks the cycle. Then that's how it keeps going down in generations. It's
It
terrible.
does. It does. It goes from generation to generation. Um, those people need to die.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to be tortured first.
They are worthy of death.
Um,
Worthy.
I
I
just
understand.
wish
They
that I
got
wish the
fast
Diddy
forward.
trial was on camera, on filmed.
So you know why they didn't do that, right?
No, why?
They're gonna make a bunch of money off that trial.
Oh, how in making books and stuff like that or movies?
Documentaries. You saw the Melendez documentary. You see all these they're gonna
Yeah,
make a bunch of money off of
there's
this.
so many documentaries now. Everything's
He
documentaries.
didn't even, and
I love them.
That's another reason why I didn't try to go with a media pass because you can't record. No recording.
They can't. They can't. Their phones have to be off, right, or left at the
Yeah,
door or some shit or
yeah.
whatever.
No recording. That's how you know they want to make money off the trial.
Yeah,
It's public. You made it public when you released the details.
right.
It's public. Every other person, normal people, go. You can
Do you
record.
think
You got
Jennifer Lopez did any of that stuff with him?
what do you think? You're closer to her than me.
She's a bitch. I was actually 2 feet away from her. She's not a nice person.
Well,
No
I
wonder why
don't know.
no guys. She can't hold a marriage. She's probably
That's
really she's probably really nasty
she's
and
one of
mean.
those women. She's one of those women we talked about the other night.
Which
You don't even remember
no, you got to refresh my
the
memory. We talk a
spoiled,
lot.
the spoiled, egotistical, arrogant.
That
I'm
was
pretty.
that was yesterday.
That was not yesterday.
Yes,
No,
February 2nd.
no.
Oh, okay.
That's February 2nd, the birthday of the person I can't
You're
talk
never gonna
about.
forget me. You're never gonna forget my birthday.
No, same birthday. That's insane.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to speak about that person
Okay.
on radio, on podcast. I was told I cannot, so I have to leave.
Okay.
But yes, that person's birthday is.
That's
Uh,
crazy though.
yeah, I don't
But
want to get into
yes, oh,
trouble.
I remember the conversation.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we
the
can't
30-year-olds, they think who the fuck they are today, that generation.
Yeah, no
Every
sir.
it's so
Um,
I don't know, maybe it's just Florida or Miami or it's
Florida,
just
that's New York.
so
That's everywhere. It doesn't just happen in one place. It happens everywhere. Social media has made you can be in Florida and you're in Alaska. If you're on this thing right here, you can be wherever you
you got
want
a
to be. You can be
backdrop of the mountains behind you.
you can be whatever you want, but it's a state of mind. So if you're watching that, you're consuming that, you become that. You start to reenact those things. You start to think that about yourself. Yeah. J
Nah.
Lo, of course, J Lo was doing some things with Diddy. Of course,
Nobody's you know what? Who made a good point? Was it Nancy Grace or the other one? No one has come forth to defend him. None of these stars are coming out saying he's because they all know.
well,
But
a
still,
lot of
that's his lifestyle. That's his lifestyle. I don't know why they're putting it out.
it's not a crime.
Right. I was just going to say
Having that
that.
lifestyle is not a crime.
Right. Just like he said, we're
Mor-
swingers. It's not a crime to be a swinger.
morally, you can say it's wrong, but in the law book, it's not a
Now, could he
crime.
get in trouble with all the drugs that, like, his help? They had to have drugs on them. They had to have their little fanny packs with everything. I don't know what that was about, but maybe if every help that he passed by, he'd say, "Open your thing, give me a little bit." I don't know, like, what the purpose that every single person that worked in that house had to have a little fanny pack with
Okay, so that's what they need to be talking about.
what?
Pushing drugs on people. That's what you need to be talking about. Stop talking
Right,
about the
right,
domestic violence.
right.
Stop talking about all of that.
Yeah,
Get to what he's
there's
on
so many other
trial.
things to talk about. Right.
Like I said, it may come out. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna come out at some point.
Yeah.
But you're gonna blow you. I'm not gonna say they're going to. They could blow this case before they even get to that
What do you
by
mean?
talking about all of this irrelevant stuff
Right.
because that's not what he's on trial for.
Yeah.
That is not what he's incarcerated for.
Why
He's
is
not
yeah?
releasable
Why didn't they let him out on bail?
because he's
Surprised
Diddy. You
because
want
he's
him to go over there with Russell Simmons?
what?
You want him to go escape like Russell Simmons? Russell Simmons got out of Dodge.
Russell Simmons. That's old school name, man. Russell Simmons. What'd he do?
What?
I don't know what Russell Simmons did. What did Russell Simmons do?
You gotta go do your homework.
I
Russell,
will.
Uncle Rush. They call him Uncle Rush. Russell Simmons. You know who Russell Simmons is, the owner of Def Jam at the time.
Yes. Okay.
The same. Accused him of the same stuff they accused Diddy of.
Oh, really? Isn't that like R. Kelly too? Same thing.
R. Kelly's a little bit different, but yeah, those people weren't slaves to R. Kelly either. Their parents sent them. A lot of those people's parents sent them to R. Kelly.
Really?
So I don't say that R. Kelly should not be in jail, but the parents should be in jail too.
I agree.
Have my child.
And they're all kind of saying like it's like the Epstein, but on a different level, like that.
Well, they all partied together, so they all knew. Now listen to what. Listen, let me tell you something.
Can I smoke?
whatever you want to do. It's
Okay.
America. I just told you it's America.
Okay.
Freedom, freedom, freedom. Uh, but this is the thing. All of these people hung out together. All of these people partied together. All of these people uh, did the same things. And all of these, this is none of what you're hearing now was a secret. Everybody knew this. Now, what happens is when you fall out of favor or grace of somebody powerful, this is how they make you pay. Every everybody that makes it to hundreds of millions, $1 billion status,
Right.
when you have a change of heart of whatever that is, Diddy didn't go through this until he went up against the liquor companies.
With his Ciroc.
So not only Ciroc, it was multiple liquor brands under that umbrella
Oh,
that
really?
he, yes, he didn't face this until he went up against them. Now, you mean to tell me for the last 30 years, everybody's heard these stories, everybody's had some kind of story about Diddy?
Yeah, and just turn their head.
No, because he was with them. He was making them
Money.
billions of dollars.
Yeah. Isn't
Within,
it?
with
That's why we
just
always say money is the root to all evil.
the love of money.
The love of money.
Yeah,
Yeah, the people that are greedy and love money.
the
This one guy that I was dating, I told
love,
you about today. Remember a guy I told you about today?
yeah.
He used to be, I'm like, have you ever been in love? No, I love money.
He was
I'm in love
talking.
with fucking money.
He was talking.
Stupid shit.
He was talking. He was talking. He wasn't in love with you, but he was in love with her. Of course he was. That's why he feel. That's why he acts like that. He don't want to feel that feeling again. Then he became an idiot, an asshole, a jerk.
Real
Don't
jerk.
get me wrong. I used to be that. I used to be like
Really?
not not like that, but I would get like that sometimes in my younger days.
Come on, 50-year-old man sending videos to
Not at
people
all.
with so much money in his hand and like putting a hoodie like thug. I'm thug. I'm a thug, he used to say to me.
Yeah. At 50 years old, you're not a thug anymore, brother.
Shit.
At 50 years old, you're a dummy. If you're still acting like that and carrying on like that at 50,
I
it
know,
is
right?
something, it is something wrong with
Seriously.
you. It's something
Seriously.
wrong. Listen, uh, I talk about this all the time. And even it's even in the scriptures. When you were a child, you acted as a child. When you became an adult, you acted as an adult. You put away childish things. I don't want to let people think I don't know what I'm talking about, so I understand it the correct way. But yeah, uh, when you're young, you do young things. You mess up. When
Yeah.
you become when you become a man and you know better and you're taught better, or even if you weren't taught better, but you've learned something new, you put it into action, put it into play, you change, you make changes.
Yeah.
A 50-year-old man, if
Try
you
to better
still acting
yourself,
like
man.
you crazy, I would not imagine me going back to standing on corners selling drugs again at my age.
Right. Like I can't see
If you
myself getting on
didn't make
95 and speeding with people and racing people ever again. I was
if
crazy
you
when I was
didn't make it, if you didn't make it into whatever criminal activity you were in when you were in your 20s, if you didn't make it to the top of that profession, drugs, robberies, whatever it is, by
yeah,
the age of 30 something, hang it up.
hang it up.
Yeah, 60, 70-year old guys out here still. Brother, you've been selling weed. You've been selling weed since I was 3. You still don't have a car. You still don't have a house. You still living with your baby mama.
Oh my God.
You've been to jail 20 times. You owe the government child support. You owe the IRS. Brother, give it up. Go try something else. Go try something else. Go fucking try something else. Go try something else, please.
Yeah, seriously.
Just go try something else. It didn't work out. When
I would like
you
to see somebody else on the stand. I had enough of Cassie already. I want to see
what
somebody
you
else come up there.
Don Richards is on the stand now.
Who's
From
that?
from Danity Kane making the band Dirty Money. It's a black girl, and she's helping blow the case too.
She's on his side or her side?
On Cassie's side.
Oh, okay.
Well, everybody they gonna bring in is gonna be on Cassie's side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
when
what
is it that the
the
prosecution brings up to witnesses?
that
When?
is that's the pro. Everybody you're seeing now is the prosecution side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the defense.
No, I meant.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Dumbass me. I meant the defendant. His. When do they bring their witnesses in, or do they not?
they may never. They may never. They may
You
never
think
bring
it?
him.
Are they going to put him on the stand? Do you think
I don't think they're gonna let him take the stand.
he wants to
He
though? Right?
has. I can't answer that. I don't know.
I wasn't sure if I heard that he wants to.
But it's Diddy, so I'm pretty sure he would. But the legal team that he has is very sharp. Brian Steele, this guy just got Young Thug off. Uh, and then this lady, this new lady, she is the truth. She is not to be played with. So I would assume that they will not let him take the stand.
Oh, the girl with the long dark hair. Yeah, they were saying.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna let. They're gonna probably advise him not to. At the end of the day, hopefully he listens to them. But I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you, it's very sad, and it's gonna be very sad if they blow the case because they're reaching over here when they should be focusing right here.
right.
Mistrial or dismiss. It can go.
Dismissal. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna go right back to his freak offs.
Well, that's who he is. And
Yeah.
from what I watched the documentary with his best friend. This guy said that his mother started him off in this life. They would have these parties when he was a little boy, and
Oh
the
shit.
best friend would come over and stay the night, and him and Diddy would be in the room, and they'd be peeking out the doors, and they'd be
Oh,
my mom.
I want to see that documentary.
I'll send it to you. I have it's you can watch it. It's on your TV as well.
Oh, let's see
But
it.
yeah,
Oh, so
talk
this
about
is where he learned it from.
his dad was a drug dealer with Nicky Barnes and all of those guys up there. His mom was a pimp. She pimped women out, and she would set these parties up for the street guys.
Oh my lord. No wonder
So
why he's like that. See, I didn't know all that.
yeah, see, so let me tell you about me. This is what you don't know about. Whenever I speak on something, I make sure that I go and do my homework because I don't
Right,
like to be speaking on things that I don't know about.
right.
Now,
I won't say
sometimes,
anything that I don't
sometimes
know
if
either.
I speak and I'm wrong, I will come back and say, "Hey, I was wrong.
I made a
This
mistake.
is
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I do that. I don't just go with I was right, even though I found out I'm wrong. I don't do that.
yeah.
That's not good.
And you don't make up stories.
To who?
I'm just making like I hate. I'm. You know what? You know what I hate the most about somebody, right? A liar.
I used to make up stories.
Did you real? I never made up stories.
Yeah,
I
I was
never ever made up a
a
story in my
young
life.
man. I was a young man at one point. Yes, I made
I
up
was a young
stories.
girl at one point. I never
I
made
don't
up
like.
stories.
I didn't like to, but I told you I was a different person. I was a different person.
Yeah.
I had a lake for you in the desert. Don't tell me, yeah, you want
And
to get.
a person
Listen, I
like me would
was.
believe you. I'd be like, really? Can you take me there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna take you there. Just take your clothes off right quick. I'll show you. We gotta get naked to go there because it's so hot. And now you see it, it's down there. Bend over right quick. Just just bend over a little bit. I'm gonna show you where it is. It's down there. That's me. I
So
used to
you
do
were a
that.
player?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told you that. You acting
No,
like
I know.
you.
No, I know. I was just, it was cute the way you said it. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, when you grow and you get older and you see that the effect it has on other people, you
Have
I'll tell
you,
you
have you
something.
ever, have you ever ran into somebody that you hurt and apologized in your older years?
A bunch of them. Still,
Okay.
I still talk to them. This
That's
is the
good.
funny thing about me. So even though I did some messed up things. Let me tell you something. Everybody knew me, and like I told you, when I meet a woman, they know. I tell them I have a sex addiction.
You need to
Now,
give me that pussy anytime I want.
that's on you if you don't. Because now, like now, it's different. It's different. I'm still an addict, but I know how to control it for longer periods of time.
Right.
I don't think that'll ever leave me. Actually, though, it is somewhat because I'm really starting to have a dislike for these women this day and age. So it's really going down because the woman is not as beautiful, is not as attractive as they once were to me. When I say that, I'm not talking about looks, the
I
attitude,
know what you're
the
talking about. Yeah. The mentality.
yeah, it don't
No,
make me want to
because you
be.
want old school. You want that tradition. There's not a lot of them around anymore.
Yeah,
The newer generation, I haven't seen one.
it's some. There are some. I won't
Well,
say that. It's some, but it's not. It's not enough.
yeah, I
It's
know.
not enough. Not
We are
enough. And
rare. We are
social
rare.
media. Social media is making sure that they're not,
What's it
and
called?
that's going.
We're an endangered species.
Yep, endangered species, almost non-existent.
Correct. Crazy. Someone needs to bring
Well,
it back.
it won't happen.
I miss old school, man. I miss, like this whole technology shit. I mean, I'm with it, but it's just crazy. Like, just ruin the children today. They don't even know what it's like to go to someone's house and knock on the door and, hey, is so and so home? Or can he come out and play? No,
You
it's just
you
so
see kids.
different.
You see kids playing outside like you used to.
First of all, in today's day and age, you can't. You're afraid that they're going to get swept up or kidnapped by somebody. Shit, you know? But no, everybody's playing on PlayStation. I
Phones,
was at the
tablets.
ophthalmologist the other day. Lady walks in with the cutest little baby. I mean, couldn't not even be a year and holding a little phone, watching it. I just glued to the phone, watching whatever baby stuff. And then the like 5 or 6 year old on the bottom of the stroller watching his thing. That's what life is today. It's terrible. My
It's the
daughter
new
is
world order.
totally has an electronic addiction.
So you have to think about this. Music artists told you about this. Uh, a lot of entertainers told you about this. You thought it was fun. You thought it was a movie. You thought it was just a song. This
What?
party is 1999. Dun, dun. All right, then you have Wu Tang was talking about the end of the world. All of these rappers were talking about the end of the world in the 90s. Well, it happened.
It happened.
Year 2000. Introduction of what? America Online, which then led to the internet.
1997.
1999 is when they launched brand new technology.
Really?
1997 is 1997. They were talking about it.
AOL
Have
was in
you-
1997.
no. It was around 2000. I remember the Vividly Voodoo album coming out. I'm not saying they didn't launch it in '97. I'm just saying
Hmm.
that is the world caught on to
Changed.
this.
Yeah,
We, not me, but other people live right in this thing.
absolutely.
NWO, the wrestlers, they had this thing called NWO. Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash, Scott Hall,
Uh huh.
all of this, they were talking about this stuff, and people just took it as entertainment. The
What's
NWO had it. The New World Order was the technology, the internet. This is where people live. People are billionaires on the internet and broke in real life. People are watching. Okay, I'm gonna break it down very clear to you. People can get on here and say what they want to say to somebody. Have the courage to. In person, they don't know how to have a
they're
conversation.
hiding behind the fucking computer. They're
This is
hiding.
the world.
Yep. This is the
This is
world
the
now.
world. Socially awkward, but online they can say whatever they can get off whatever they need to say. People sit at the same dinner table and text.
It's crazy. It is crazy. That bothers the
Like,
shit out of
why
me.
are you texting me and we're in the same house? You can just ask me.
I do that. Wait, I got a little place. If she's on the porch or I'm in here, we text each other. Come in here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy,
Now
right?
but you have an excuse because of your back, because of your injuries.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about people who are disabled or handicapped in some kind of way. I'm
Yeah.
talking about young 16, 17-year-old kids that got all the energy in the world. I never saw a group of children who
So
are so
lazy.
lazy. That's right.
Took the words right, right? Lazy. They
They're
got no muscle
lazy.
mass. They don't even know what it's like to be athletic. I was so athletic. I miss
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah. It's sad. It's very
It is
sad.
sad. It's very sad.
Sickening.
I
Not
I I
so
do not, people, I do not advise people to have children anymore in this world. Why do you want to bring children into this world the way it is and it's only getting worse? And people
well.
still do.
That is that. It's nothing wrong with bringing children into the world if you're raising them right. If you are raising them right, the problem is too many people let the internet raise their kids.
You got
Movies
to be
raise their
afraid
kids.
that your kid go to school, it's going to be a shootout, you know?
Can't
That
live fear. I mean,
it's
it's
so
it,
bad.
it's. I come from a place where that was normal.
I live right
Not
down the
normal.
street from the Douglas, the big mass shooting on Valentine's Day, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Awful.
I don't have. We don't really have to worry about that in the black community. really have to worry about mass shootings in the black community. That leave that to the other side. We have fights. We
Isn't
might
it
have a
true? They're
shoot.
all white. Is that it is true, right?
We don't do that.
Every single one
Yeah, we
was
don't
a
do that.
white kid.
We don't do that. We
No,
might shoot you.
you guys just shoot each other.
Exactly. Exactly. But all people do. White people shoot white people. Black
Yeah,
people
of
shoot black people.
course.
Asian people. If that's what we live around, that's what we shoot. Now we will shoot each other, but it's for a purpose. Something happened. We don't just get mad at you and then go shoot up 40, 50 other more people. We don't do
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy.
We don't do that. If you, it's very, very, very rare that that happens.
Well, you know
Very,
what? A
very.
lot of white people hold things in.
Black people too.
You think? I think everybody speaks their mind like me.
No, we hold a
I
lot
would
in.
never go postal because I let everything out. I can't hold shit
Now,
in.
well, you said you didn't used to. You said you used to hold
When I was
everything in.
young, yeah, but I wasn't I wasn't an angry like I want to kill people. I was
First of
just
all,
insecure.
we 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 can't we can't talk about the new people, but our group, my age group, your age group, your age groups before that, we had a thing. We get our man. No, you did it. I'm gonna get you. Now they like, oh, I'm just gonna walk in here. First of all, these fools don't know how to shoot. They might be killing all these other people on accident,
I
trying to
know.
shoot one person,
I
and
know.
they
They
don't
don't know
know how
what
to
they're
shoot.
doing.
No, they don't. Terrible.
Are you a Trump lover?
I'm not a Trump lover. I'm not a Trump lover. I'm not a Trump hater.
Wow.
I think he's doing some great things right now. I think
Really?
he's does some dumb stuff too. I think that.
He
So let
acts
me
like a
tell you,
child. He's a very smart businessman, but he's such a child.
he lets you know where he stands. He
He
lets you
just
know what he feels.
yeah, I
I
mean
respect
that I
that.
like about him. If I was a
No, no,
president,
no.
I
I
would be
mean,
the same way. Just
that's. But they're not.
but he
They're
gets
not.
to the tit for tat. He gets like a child when he's upset with somebody. He's gotta say mean things, and then someone says mean things, and then he goes back. Like it's
Let me
so
say this to you.
childish.
I'm gonna say this, and this is what I tell people all the time. Now, people that you're in a relationship with, you can't really say this because they don't get it and they don't want to listen to it. They don't want to hear this. It does not really matter how you say the truth. If it's true, not if it's a lie, not if it's fake news,
Right.
not if it's that. If it's true, stop focusing on how I say it to you and focus on if it's true. If it's true, let's change it to not be true anymore.
Right.
Stop worrying about. That's like when your parents get on you, right? And they say,
Hmm.
"I told your ass to." Da, 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 da." So you're hurt because of how they said it to you, but you're not thinking about. Well, yeah, I stayed out 3 hours past curfew. I got caught with a boy in the car.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
pulled out by my hair in front of my house,
she should have.
making out.
How old were you?
16. She dragged me by my hair.
She should have.
I
You
was
were
brought up.
bold.
I was brought up
You were
so strict, man.
you were bold enough to do it in front of the house. So yeah, you should have got pulled out. You should have did it around the corner.
I
But
was
yeah,
never
it,
allowed out. I was never
you
allowed
should
out.
have been. You
Huh?
should not have been out. You shouldn't have been out.
Now, my father always said no matter how old I was, I had to be home by midnight.
That's right.
No decent woman is out after midnight.
That's right.
Only bad things happen after midnight.
That's right. That's
I didn't
right.
have any fun when I was young. I had, I mean, I listen. I'm not going to say I had a great childhood. I had
Sure
everything.
you did. You had a childhood. That is what you had.
Yeah,
You didn't have an adulthood as a
right.
child. You
Yeah,
had a
a
childhood.
childhood. It was good.
Right.
I just
Yes, you
did
had a
wasn't.
child.
My friends used to. Their parents would let them go, like, when they were 17 to discos. I wasn't allowed.
Okay. A
I
lot of
love to
people were.
dance. I love to dance. I can't
And
dance
that's
anymore, but I used
that's
to love
probably
to dance.
that's probably why they didn't let you go. They know you love to dance. The love of dance probably would have led to something else that you would come to love.
I was afraid of boys. No, I was scared shit of boys.
You was afraid of boys because of
I
your
was
parents.
afraid of guys.
Because
My mother made me afraid of them.
exactly. Not necessarily you being afraid of
No,
them.
I
You
had a
were.
fear. She had me scared shit of them.
I
But
said that. That's what
but you
I'm
know
saying. We're
what?
saying the same thing.
As an adult, now looking back, I'm very grateful how she raised me.
I know you are.
I mean, she could have not hit me as much as she did. I got beaten.
Did you?
And it
Let
was
me
all
ask
because of
you.
my mouth. I didn't do anything
I,
wrong.
I was just getting ready to ask you that. Yes, you don't get to
Just
just
because of
run
my
your.
mouth.
You don't just get to run your mouth with no consequence.
Beat the shit out of me, man.
Good.
Damn,
Zip it.
I rode horses, right? I was a show
You told
jumper.
me.
So
Yeah,
she
you
had
told me.
one crop. The crop is the little whip that they have. She had one just on top of the china closet in the dining room to hit me with.
Okay.
That's abuse.
Behave.
That's
That's not abuse.
behave.
That's not abuse. Don't talk back.
Wait
Behave
a
yourself.
shit. I had welts
Tatiana,
all over me.
I can tell right now you've already admitted to me your mouth is off the chain.
Yeah,
It goes back to what I said.
I can make somebody want to hang themselves.
Exactly.
I was abused
Exactly.
by the best. That's why I can do that.
Listen, you were not abused. You were
No, my
disciplined.
ex-husband abused me, so I was abused by
Okay,
the best.
so now you know what discipline is.
Yeah,
That's discipline. That's abuse. That's not discipline. My
yeah.
uncle
No, they
spanked me
had me.
with a
I
belt.
had the fear of God in me all the time.
My uncle spanked my aunt with a belt.
I
Did you
cut
hear me?
high. What?
My
What you?
uncles, my uncle spanked one of my aunts with a belt. His wife.
No
As
way.
an yes, yes,
The belts. Yeah, the blacks like to use the belts.
yeah.
They love belts.
We got switches too. We got extension cords too.
Oh my god.
My
Yeah, that's
upside
like
the head.
extension cord is like getting hit with a with the crop, with a horse crop.
Yeah, I know. We got
Oh,
pots upside the head.
I got a
And
plate on my
then
head.
good. I got a bag of rice upside my head one time, 10 pounds.
Oh
My
no.
granddad.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, you don't
yeah.
play with granddaddies and grandmas. No way.
Well, uh, this hick in the day, I was ready to fight him back. My uncles they grabbed me very quickly.
Oh no. How old were you?
Probably about 14, 15. And listen, I used to let my family discipline me
Mm,
if I was wrong. If I was not wrong, nobody in my family was gonna discipline me.
right.
Uh, because they taught they they try to discipline me for the same thing they taught me to stand up for. You taught me to stand up if I'm right and telling the truth, stand up for myself.
Right.
So you're not gonna discipline me if I didn't do it. Now, it was times where I allowed, and I know I didn't have to take it because I was strong enough to outpower some of them. I was crazy enough to kill one of them, but I allowed them to discipline me if I was wrong
Yeah,
because I know right from wrong. If I was wrong, I had it's times I took it because I was wrong.
I
But
just
if
hate to
I
be told
still,
what to do.
yeah, that's why you not. That's why you don't have a man now. You have to learn. You have to learn.
I don't
You
want a
have to
man,
learn.
but you don't
Yes, you do.
understand. You keep
Yes,
saying
you
that to
do.
me.
Can you stop saying that? Because you do. You said you don't ever think you'll find a man who's gonna put up with you. You will.
I'm difficult.
Yeah, but you have to learn how to.
How to-
I told you this. I told you this on the last episode we did. Women can get anything out of a man. It depends on how you go about it. Do this. Do this.
do
Do this.
this.
Yes, all of that. Your
do
tone.
hawk chew.
Listen, your
Hawk
tone.
chew. Remember that one?
Even past that, your tone, your delivery, your presence. It all depends on those things. Your tone and your delivery, your your calmness, your femininity, all of that.
I'm an alpha female. You know that.
All females are alpha females.
No, no, there's
Yes,
not.
yes,
There's
yes,
not. Not everybody's got it. Is
yes.
you think every woman's an alpha female? No.
Naturally, you want to debate me on that?
Yeah, because I know women that are not, and they're
Okay.
not. They're rather let it go than say something or argue, or they don't want to argue, or they don't. I don't know. I'm just
Let me
so
let me let me say this. People have got it mixed up what alpha means.
okay.
Alpha is not. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna let my guy Hustler Jones come on and tell you about it because he did a whole speech about it, and I would be 2 hours telling you the difference. I'm gonna let him tell you this. He'll break it down to you. I know it. We talk about it often, but
okay.
that is a conversation that he actually studies on.
Really?
Yeah, men who are stronger than you. That strength does not mean alpha.
No, I'm not talking about strength like muscle.
Well, that's all you can be talking about when you say you're an alpha female.
I'm talking about
That's strength,
just
dominance, doing
headstrong,
what you want to
everything
do.
strong.
That's strength. That's strength. That's exactly what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Now, some females go about throwing their strength around differently, which is when you live in your femininity.
Hmm.
They know how to finesse a man into doing what they want him to do or what he should do. A big mouth will get you bust in it or left. A bad attitude will get you fucked up or left
I just
or
don't take
both.
no. I just don't take no shit from no one.
Well, it's not about taking something. It's about you knowing how to reach the person that you say
Well, you know
you
what
love.
type of people I was with, so
Well, that's your choice. You made those
I
choices.
listen. I do not regret anything. I do. I own it. Of course, it's my fault. I made the choice to make my life the way it went. Everybody is their own star in their own play. You have to write that play.
Listen, so
I made
do you
bad
know?
choices
Do
thinking I
you
could
know?
change people.
Do you know how hard it is for men to deal with women these days?
I don't know why. Tell me.
No, I just asked you, do you know? I know. I deal with them.
No,
You
I
know,
don't. I don't deal with anybody. Me and my animals.
and those things,
Those things.
those gadgets,
Those toys.
those gadgets.
The gadgets.
Yeah, the gadgets. Go gadgets. Yeah,
So
but
what? Tell me.
tell you what.
You mean because everybody the way the well, see, you're still young. I forget that you're only 40 some early 40s. I really do. I think you're more on my level because you're very mature. You're not, 40-year-olds act like they're freaking 20.
Yeah, but see, it's funny because people that are around you every day, they don't see that.
They don't, what, me?
No, not
Oh,
you. Not
general, in
you.
general?
Yeah, people don't see that. They think you incompetent. They think you. It's an outside person that can always see the value in you. Not
Right.
always. I'm not gonna say always, but a lot of times, especially for men these days, the women that they are with, they get comfortable. They they're not good to men, but they want men to be good.
Well,
They're
it's your
not.
your age and what because you are attracted or going for these women that are in that generation that are like
No, listen. I told you about me.
maybe you got to go after an older woman.
No. It's women. Period. Just because you older doesn't mean you necessarily have the brain or the competence to act your age. It's some old fools too.
Oh my God. Come live here in Century Village. I'm sorry, Cemetery Village. Come over here. There's more drama with these old people that you would not believe.
I do know.
Oh my goodness.
I do know.
And do you know that the highest rate of STDs are in
You said
55 and
I
over
know.
communities?
I didn't want to say that, but yes, I know.
They figure,
Yeah,
hey, I didn't get nothing all my life, so they all fooling around with each other, whatever.
they got a lot all their life. They were on acid and coke and all that back in those days. They got a lot in their life. They want more. They went through a dry patch,
They
and
went
now
through.
they want more.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Listen. So how do you feel? You feeling more comfortable being on the show now?
I love it. I could do this every night. I swear I could do this for hours on end.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
love
good.
it. I really love
It's
it,
nice. It's
and I
nice to
hope
have you.
everybody loves me.
I'm pretty sure they will. They haven't got to see your. They see this side of you.
This is the real me.
Yeah,
This is the chilling at home nightgown.
they. When I say that, I mean the conversations we have off radio, off camera, off the
Hmm.
podcast. They don't get to see. Obviously, it's gonna come out
No, but
eventually.
they will.
Of course, they will. You
Yeah,
can't hide it.
you guys are in for a good long
Yeah,
time with me.
yeah. I know that they don't. But yeah, yeah, because she is a wild. She's a wild girl in a good way, not in a
In a good
bad
way,
way.
right? I'm in a good way. Remember to say that because I'm.
I always say that. Cross your T's, dot your I's.
Yeah.
I always. I'm not gonna have y'all have a bad reputation. Not at all. Not at all. All right. So we covered a couple different topics today. This was great. This was fun. This is the conclusion of EarGas Part Two with Tatiana, and we probably got to change the porn queen now. They know you're a little bit more than just the porn queen.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
That's gonna be
we'll
a
have
memory. That's gonna be a memory soon.
yeah. So we got to come up with a nickname for you. Maybe
Tots. Tots.
chat chat. You guys let us know what some nicknames should be for Tatiana. Let's see what you can come up with. Let's see what you can come up with. Maybe they'll come up with a better name than we can come up with.
Okay.
But if not, we'll figure something out. All right. I'm your host, Maury Kennard, with the new co-host.
Tatiana.
This is Ear Gas.
All
We're gonna
right.
get
This
with
was
you.
fun.
We'll holler at you when we holler at you. I told you EarGas is making some changes for this season. Don't forget, we are gonna have Hustler Jones back as a host as well. I can't wait for him and Todd to meet. Obviously,
Awesome.
talk about this alpha thing.
I can't
Um,
wait.
yeah, he's gonna break it down to you. Like I told you, that's the one guy. Remember, I told you I only had one friend that comes over.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's him. Yeah, that's him. And I told you we talk. That's my brother. That's my guy. That's my dog.
Awesome.
Very intelligent mind. I will just say this: when you meet him, please, if you don't understand something, act like you do, and then ask me later because
Who me?
if everybody,
Oh.
anybody,
Oh.
because he has a condition which I'll let him tell you about. He's not ashamed of it. But when he's talking to you about smart things and you can't grab it,
Right. See,
it
now I'm a person that I would go, wait a second, what does that mean?
yeah, and he's gonna tell you. But I also know that. Listen, it's gonna be good. We're not getting into that. But
Okay. I'm excited.
if you listen, you'll learn. If you listen, you'll learn. If you can't comprehend, just act like you comprehend. Ask me later. I'll tell
Okay.
you because it aggravates the shit out of him when somebody can't comprehend.
Oh, well, you gotta explain to him I'm ADHD.
Well, that's why I'm telling you this now.
I'll write it.
Obviously,
I'll
you
take
guys
notes to
listen.
ask you later.
You can ask him later. Just don't ask him right then.
Okay, you got it. It's all good. He'd be like, get rid of this bitch.
No, he's not. He's not. It depends on. Remember what I said to you. How a woman speaks to a man dictates the outcome of the respect level, everything that the man is going to show the woman. So if you ask in a nice way, even if you can't comprehend, uh, he's going to break it down. He likes to educate. He likes to get information as
Yeah,
well. He
I
don't.
love to learn. I love
He
to
doesn't.
learn.
We learn off each other, and we study. We watch things, and
Yeah.
but it's a joke, and I'll tell you about the joke. People that's watching now know what I'm talking about. You the only one who don't know what I'm talking about. It just aggravates him for ignorant people to talk silly
I get
and
it.
not listen when they try to
Right.
learn. It's a joke. You guys will be fine. Trust me.
All
All
right,
right,
guys,
that's
calm
it.
down.
We will see you tomorrow.
Yes. Tomorrow.
I'm your host, Maury Kennard.
Tatiana,
EarGas
good
signing
night,
off.
everybody. See you soon. Mwah. Much
All right.
love and happy energy to everybody.
Uh-huh.
All right. Good night. How do I?
All right. You just met Tatiana. You just got to see her. Listen, it is very late now. We are about to sign off. I love you. I love you. I love you. EarGas is coming back to the studio. The studio is in uh, whatever you want to say. It's getting fixed up. It's getting prettied up. We are going to have a new studio very shortly, very soon. We are still on the radio, so follow. Listen, man, it's been a pleasure. EarGas.